Hello, my beautiful angel starseeds and dreamers. Welcome back. My name is Violeta. This is a timeless tarot reading for you. Yes, you. If it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, leave it. All signs welcome. So, very soon, a big weight is going to come off your chest. You're going to get relief. You've been carrying something that you weren't supposed to carry, and you're going to get relief. You're going to get support. Very soon. The Empress in reverse. What is this Empress in reverse? Four of Cups in reverse. You're overcoming this feeling of discontentment with the world, with your life, with everything that's happening or is not happening. You're getting over that stump. You have many options, and usually your many options and many paths made you confused. Now they excite you because you have choices. You're like, oh, actually, this is a good thing to have choices. Five of Wands in reverse. None of these options have any conflict in them. Your old self would have looked for flaws and problems to protect yourself and to create worst case scenarios in your head to be safe, to be able to see in advance what could go wrong. But these days you don't have to do that because there's nothing wrong with any of those options. There's nothing wrong with anything in your life right now because you make it so. It's like there's nothing wrong and right. It's experiences that teach you something. You know what to do. You feel guided, but you no longer doubt the guidance and the fact that you can make it, you can do it, you can get it. You can get there because you have all the tools necessary. Knight of Wands. Soon you're going to have this restored fervor, like joy, desire to live, this passion for life that comes after a long period of protecting yourself. The thing is, you can't have both. If you continue to protect yourself all the time, you're not going to be passionate. If you want to be passionate and play and have fun and live your life, you realize that you have to stop protecting yourself. Because even if you get hurt, that's a lesson, that's a challenge, that's growth. You no longer see the dangers as something bad. They're blessings in disguise, I'm hearing. You haven't been offered exactly what you wanted, but you're holding off for that offer that works for you. You're saying no to all offers that are falling short of what you want. Good for you. You're not saying yes to anything unless it's 100% what you want, and you're no longer thinking about all the things, all the problems, all the worries, all the all the noise. You were recently in this energy because of all the options, because of all the things happening, because of all the confusion and the protection and the discontent and it was so much. It was so many feelings all at once. And you kind of burnt out a little bit. And now you're resting, but at the same time, you're choosing what to take with you on the next stage, in the next stage. Like in the next stage of your journey, you're choosing what to take with you and what to leave behind. That's great. King of Wands. There's someone who's been looking at you, someone who's seen you, someone who has seen your struggles, your power, your growth. Someone who's no longer in your life. A soul connection, but it didn't work. And that's okay. What is this? Because there was no communication, no forward movement, and you're better off. Yeah, exactly. You're better off because you know the kind of love you deserve, the kind of feelings that you deserve to be feeling. And if you don't feel that full cup with someone, then they're out of your life, naturally. You can't just take from your cup because they're full of ego. They didn't fight for anything. You fought. You were the one fighting. They destabilized you. They made you doubt yourself. They made you doubt yourself on purpose. And you never saw eye to eye. Never. It was always you saw something and they saw something else. You never understood each other. It was like you were talking in different languages. And that's why it didn't work out. Look, lovers in reverse. Nine of Cups in reverse. When you stopped trying to control the situation, control this person, you were able to see that this would never work because this person couldn't give you what you needed. But it's not that they couldn't give you what you needed. It's just that they didn't have it to give. That makes sense. It's like, they can't give it to you if they don't have it. I think maybe you were confused about this person. That they had something that they didn't have because they acted like they maybe could have had it. But you didn't see it was a mask, an illusion. They were mimicking you. They were mimicking your energy and you thought it was their energy, but it was your energy. Magician. You manifested this person and they manifested you for a lesson, to learn a big lesson. Not for love, for lessons. This person didn't want to look at themselves, for sure. Which you requested of them because you were the mirror, right? Look, see what you're doing. They didn't want to see. And maybe at times you didn't want to see yourself either. And that's cool. That's okay. We're human. But at some point you separated and you saw everything. At least you saw everything. I think this person also saw a lot of things. I think you both saw everything from a distance when you weren't in it anymore. And you accepted it. You accepted it. You accepted the lesson and you were grateful for the lesson. Two of Wands in reverse. You no longer plan anything. You know that there's nothing to plan anymore, especially with this person. This person is out of your plans. And almost love is out of your plans. It's almost like you're the perfect partner that you were manifesting. It was almost like you were shown the opposite. And you were like, am I always going to be shown this BS? Am I always going to fall short of, are the people coming to me always going to fall short? You can't think like that because that's how you attract that kind of thing. You're starting to see that, first of all, you don't need anyone. And second of all, you're attracting all kinds of people, not just the lessons, also the gifts. You've attracted some amazing people who have given you the gift of love. Even if it wasn't romantic, it was great. It's been great. And you're like, I can attract this. I can attract better people. So maybe one day I'm going to attract the person that's going to be perfect for me, you know. The thing is, right now, you're not focused on that. You're not focused on that. What are you focused on? Why did we need to know all this? Because you're burdened by the past. You want to let it go completely, but you don't know how. You've worked so hard, but you're not seeing something bear fruit. You really want to see something bear fruit, but it's not doing it, and it's a little bit disheartening. A little bit, it's a blow to your confidence because you know you're an amazing manifester, but you feel like there's something within you left over from that situation that's blocking the new stuff trying to come in. And it's almost like you left that situation, you're out, congratulations, but like something that's lingering is still blocking things. And it's frustrating because this person is not even around and they're still in your way. But that's the wrong way to see it because it's not their fault. It's not their fault. They've done nothing. This is your thing. You've kept something from that time with that person, with that situation. You've kept something that really frustrated you, and that's frustrated you your whole life. It's been a repeating pattern, and you haven't let it go yet. You haven't let go of the pattern. You thought you did by saying bye-bye, but there's something lingering. The disappointment is lingering because you feel like you're always going to be disappointed because that was the nail in the coffin. The last time that happened was like, I'm done. No more. I don't want more of this. Any more of this. No more. But the resentment, the disappointment, the doubt, the fear they're left over. You haven't released them. But how are you supposed to release them? You've been trying, I know that. How are you supposed to release? You just gotta go with the flow. Go into the light, go back to people, go back to whatever, whoever. Just go back into the world with an open heart and stop resisting change. Stop resisting. Oh, I got this really strong message that just blew me over from Spirit. Listen, you've been literally avoiding your old life. You've been avoiding your old life because in your mind, that's how you're avoiding your old self. But that has nothing to do with it. You can be your new self in that old life. Get it? You've been avoiding old places, old people, old situations, things, groups, just everything old you've been running away from in order to sustain your newness. But the problem there is that you can't even test that newness with those old things if you're constantly running away from them. How are you going to show yourself that you've outgrown these things if you never see them again? You know what I mean? It's like you're hiding away. You think that's the correct way to do this, damn it, because I'm no longer that person. No, you're not. But that doesn't mean that you can't be in the same physical location or with the same kind of people, like around those people. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not saying be besties with these old people, but like, you're even not allowing yourself to be around them physically. It's like you're avoiding everything that has to do with your old self, not realizing that that old self is not connected to these people. It's not. They're independent of your old self. Your old self is independent of these people. You can see those people and be your new self. Duh. I don't know why you couldn't do that before. You couldn't see that before. But now it's like, oh my God, I've been hiding away. I've been running away. I've been avoiding. And for what? Out of fear that someone could drag me back? But they can't. So why was I, huh? It's almost like you were afraid that you would be weak again. That is the truth. But now you know you're not gonna. Now you know how strong you are, and now you know how settled your new self is. And that is why you're realizing this right now, because you can literally go to those old places and old people and be your new self. You're not gonna have the same relationships, the same connections, the same energy in those places and things, because you're different now. And that's okay. Maybe a part of you is afraid of disappointing people or shocking people, or like, why are they so different, or what's happening, or maybe it's uncomfortable to be a different person around people who know you, because it's like they don't know you anymore. And what happened? Were they pretending? No, you weren't pretending. You were just unhealed. And the thing is, you're just afraid of this conflict. Even if they don't tell you, oh, why are you different? Even if nobody says anything, you feel it. You feel the energy of, why is everything different? You feel people's confusion, people's disappointment, you feel it, and you don't want to feel it. You just want to turn your back to it and just continue on with your life, happy as a clam, and just don't bother with it. But part of the lessons and part of the growth is facing those old things and old people and old places and being your new self in them. You know? I think you just didn't want to think about that. You wanted to rest a while and maybe come back to it when you had more energy, more confidence, more peace. And now you're finally ready. I feel this huge relief. You're the kind of person who's gonna avoid something to the ends of the earth if you don't want to do it, or don't want to see it, or don't want to face it. But babe, healing is facing those things anyway. And you know, this time it's going to be different because you're different. Maybe a part of you is even going to be sad because this part of you that enjoyed these things and places and people is gone, and maybe you're going to miss that. Like a nostalgic feeling. You created a whole new life with new people and new places, and you were like, I love this. But you were just actively avoiding things that you needed to face eventually. And by refusing to face them, you couldn't fully move on. I feel so much empathy for you right now. Seriously, I totally understand. And I know you're gonna do the right thing because you're not afraid of the hard parts. You're brave and you're strong, and you just do the things when you can. You might resist or repress or run away for a while, but then you go back and you're like, okay, I'm ready to handle this now. I'm ready to wrap this up now. I'm ready to face this now. And you are. You finally are. That's why it's coming out in the cards in the last couple of readings, because something heavy that used to be the heaviest now needs to become light. It's time. And you don't know how it's going to happen, what's going to happen. You're a little bit afraid, but you have faith in yourself that you're going to do it the best way you can. And it's going to work out on its own, alchemically even. It's going to, everything, all the pieces are going to arrange themselves in the best way for you. So you don't even have to worry. You don't even have to do anything right now. You don't have to push it. You don't have to do anything or go anywhere. You can just continue your life with this new knowing. And when you encounter the old things, just remember who you are now. You can create a beautiful life with some things from your new life, some things from your old life. You don't have to scratch it all off and start new, because you're always all or nothing, but that's not how life works. Sometimes it's in the middle. Sometimes it's a balance. Sometimes it's the gray areas. My friend, you don't have to abandon everything, because I know you've let go of so many things and people and places, and well done for that, but I feel like you almost clumped everything together and let it go all together because you didn't want to be reminded of anything. But are those reminders even that scary or powerful? You give things power. Nothing can drag you back to the person you were before. And those memories are not going to kill you. You know what? Maybe they're going to be bittersweet. Maybe you're going to actually enjoy it. With these new eyes that you have, these new understandings, I'm so proud of your progress, really. And you needed to be isolated a little bit from these things to gain perspective and see things clearly. You did. So well done on doing that. But I'm hearing there's no more need for that. You can go out into the world and face anyone, anything, because it's done. You're done. I mean, not completely, but you're stable, you're settled, you're ready. Well done, my friend. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Let me know if it resonates in the comments what this is for you. If you want to, like, subscribe, and I will see you again soon.